everyone, this is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Tonight's reading is called First Date Blues. What happened? What the hell happened? Okay. Some of you may have gone on a first or second date with someone, or a third date, and it was going really well, but then all of a sudden the bottom dropped out or shit went wacky. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at first date blues. What happened? Okay. And so let me just, you know what? I always turn on my music and I have to turn it down. Because the way I get information is like through clairaudience. So if the music's too loud, I can't hear. So anyway, so first date blues. What the hell happened? We're going to look at their energy, your energy, and why it didn't work out. And then we're going to look at, in the extended reading, will you hear from this person again, and what's next for you in love, okay? And maybe some of you had, you slept with a person, or you had a sexual encounter with someone and then you didn't hear from them, or but I'm just really capturing all situations here where you had first, second, or third date and things were going really well and then shit just blew up or didn't turn out like you wanted to, or you didn't hear from them again, okay? So we are going to get into it, guys, and let's go ahead. So like I said, the extended reading, the link will be below for you to click on. Also, too, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, the link to my profile is below. You'll have to request to follow me because my account is private. And how to request a private reading with me is also below as well, too. So thank you so much, you guys. It's about 1,000 degrees in Seattle right now, and it's very, very warm and hot here, which we are not used to. Is it hot and warm where you guys are at, too? We're going through a heat wave on the West Coast. So if I have to drink my water a lot, you'll forgive me, right? It's just crazy today. It's hot as hell. Okay, so let's go ahead and get going, guys. We have pile number 1, which is the green, I almost said red. It's the green tea light. Pile number 1 with the green tea light. Pile number 2 with the yellow tea light. And pile number 3 with the orange tea light. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can click the link below to go straight to your pile. You can actually watch more than one pile too if you have had more than one first date that went horribly wrong, okay? Or not horribly wrong, but just didn't turn out like you wanted, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's clear away pile 2 and pile 3 for now. And let's look at what we've got here, okay? So pile number 1, you chose the green tea light. Welcome to your reading. We are asking the question, first date blues. What the heck happened, okay? Their energy, your energy, and why it didn't work out. In the extended reading, we'll be looking at, will you hear from this person again, and what's next for you in love, okay? So the extended reading, you can click on the link below and go to that. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number 1, why did this first date not work out for my pile number 1s? Let's check it out. For your song, oh no. For your song pile number 1, we have a song called Why Are You So Boring by Desperate Journalist. And it says, you touch me on the arm, lecture me on Animal Farm. Well, if only I could read. Such a long way with so little to say. Oh, my darling, why are you so boring? Okay, so the song is called Why Are You So Boring? So maybe this person thought you were boring, or they thought, you were boring, or you thought they were boring. Whatever way you cut it, the conversation wasn't flowing, it was stalling out. You were talking about things that one another didn't really care about, and topics that the other was not interested in, and conversations lingered on, and it was just continuing, and the topics were not interesting or intriguing, okay? So that was a problem. And we have here, take time to breathe out, and we have the mutable moon, nothing is yet set in stone. So I think that this connection would have benefited from, having some awkward silences where you could kind of look at each other and just take in where you were at, your surroundings, the peaceful surroundings around you, or the beautiful day you were having, or the moment that you got to share together. Instead, I feel like I'm having a hard time feeling like I can breathe during this pile. So take time to breathe out. Maybe you guys were talking really fast and you were talking over one another, or you just weren't giving like breaks in the conversations, or breaks in the conversations were uncomfortable. Okay, so take time to breathe out, take time to slow down and enjoy the conversation. Maybe you both were not thinking of what you were saying before you spoke to one another, and you were just kind of going on an unconscious ramble with this person is what I see here. I mean, I do see this person had interest in you, because we have the green tea light. That's the heart chakra for me. So there was interest. There is possible interest here. I feel like the communication was just pretty off. Okay. And then this person is saying, I look everywhere for you. I look for you everywhere. Okay. Yeah. We need to let each other go. So right? I mean, maybe it was just like your two ships passing in the night, and one person was going to end up going somewhere else. I'm seeing like, a map and then an arrow like moving. So I'm seeing that one person could have been moving or leaving, or had plans to move or leave, or was just very mutable here. With the mutable moon, nothing is left set in stone. So there's this sense of needing to let each other go, but it could have been like not a great experience, because it could have really, like even if you only went out with this person a few times, it could have kind of, hurt your heart chakra. This person says, I left you before you could leave me. Damn. Wow. Yeah, they had quite a reaction to you, pile number one. I feel like they had a very strong reaction. Like they had to have been pretty nervous. You had to have made them pretty nervous. They could have been hiding behind the excuse, or trying to tell themselves that you were boring and they didn't care, and that the connection sucked, when actually you made them nervous, and they just left and ditched out before you could do it to them. Obsession, I look for you everywhere. Okay, chemistry, we need to let each other go. And then we have waiting. I left you before you could leave me. So maybe you made this person feel like they would have to wait for you, because you wouldn't reach out to them unless they reached out to you. But there was like this intense chemistry between you guys, is what I'm seeing here. And they probably realized that they could easily become obsessed with you, pile number one, is what I'm feeling. Like they could easily become obsessed if they didn't watch themselves, right? And that's why they were acting like wishy-washy. Okay, so there could be Libras here, Libras or Geminis here, but I do feel like there's this kind of like obsession energy from them. Like even if they go out on new dates now, like they look for you in other people, but guess what, pile number one, they can't find it, because you're unique. And them trying to tell themselves that it was just boring or whatever with you, then they can go ahead and tell themselves that. But the truth is that they still have a lot of chemistry and obsessive feelings towards you. And I think they were afraid you were going to leave them waiting here. We have passion and chemistry, insane chemistry, having fun, and stabbed in the back. So I think that, one person, you guys might have had sex on the first date or second or third date. Hey, no judgment. You might have done that, and you guys could have had insane chemistry, and it felt like you liked one another equally, and this was going somewhere and things were progressing. But then, damn, stabbed in the back. Like somebody feels like they were deceived, or that I'm getting Sagittarius energy here too, that somebody feels like they were deceived. And that while they were waiting, this other person was off into entertaining other options, etc. We have crocodile energy. Okay, so somebody here was, I feel like, waiting in the wings and waiting and waiting and waiting to basically make an exit stage left whenever they could on this. And then the other person, which I think I'm feeling your energy here, pal number one, is the crow. And the crow knows what's going on, right? They know what's going on, and it's a very wise bird, and it's kind of like a symbol of what's to come, right? And I feel like this other person that you were dealing with was more, their intentions were not true or could have been very mysterious, all right? And I feel like they were very defensive of themselves emotionally. And I feel like pile number one, you could see what was going on with them here with this crow energy. I feel like you could see what was happening. Okay, we have two other messages here. Get the fuck outside, move your ass. Your body is pissed at you. Okay, so yeah, you could have just, we have money, 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 make it rain. So there could have been money issues in this connection, and this person might have been pissed at you because you didn't give it up or put out. And I feel like, you know, they wanted you to move your ass and they wanted to have you and devour you with the crocodile energy here. But there's something very reptilian about their energy. And I think you were just too high above it for them. And they could have been trying to impress you with money and showing how they make it rain. But I get the sense that you're like, I already have my own money. I don't need yours. And so it just became a boring interaction. Like I feel like it was, you know, kind of an empty, boring interaction after the passion was kind of drained out of this connection. And one person felt very stabbed in the back here is what I'm getting. Okay. And then I do feel like this person is still obsessed with you in a way. I do feel like they are. They're still obsessed. They're still carrying a torch even after this happened. So let's go ahead, pile number one, and look at their energy. So what is their energy in this connection? Pile number one, what's pile number one's person's energy here? What is their energy regarding this connection? Yeah, they were afraid of getting their heart stomped on. They left you before you could leave them. And they might have sensed that you were going to leave them waiting out in the cold and that they were going to become obsessed with you in the sexual aspect of this relationship. So they left your ass before you could leave them. And, you know, their energy is they feel fucked up about what happened. They're not feeling good. They're feeling pretty, they're feeling pretty triggered is what I get. Like they're like, you know, they were thinking that they were going to invest in this situation and that they were going to have a lot of fun in this situation. But then it became clear to them that it was kind of an illusion and that shit was actually, you know, and I think for them too, they got in their head, they were too in their heads about this connection. They were trying to kind of control it in their minds, I feel like. And they weren't really like letting loose and just enjoying the moment, okay? They were like really in their heads about this connection. And if you were gonna do them dirty is kind of what I'm seeing here. What is their energy regarding this connection, Spirit? Yeah, I feel like they had high hopes for this connection with the Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups. They thought that they could probably invest in it and have a lot of fun, okay? But then Spirit, why, if that was their energy, why did they walk away from this? What's their deal? Seven of Wands, just feeling defensive, feeling like it's too much for them. I don't think some of them were ready for you, pile number one, honestly. I think some of them were just not ready for you with the green tea light here in the heart chakra. You could have, for me, this Three of Swords is like a trigger on the heart chakra. So they could have just not been ready for that. They could have, you know, it really could have taken them into their primal self, into their kind of limbic brain, like their fight or flight with this crocodile here, is what I feel here. And I feel they were defensive towards love with the Seven of Wands. Like they were trying to be brave. They were trying to be strong, but they just couldn't quite, they couldn't quite hack it, I don't think, here, pile number one. Let's go ahead and look at your energy next. What is pile number one's energy towards all of this? Whew, that's too many. What is pile number one's energy towards this connection? I think you're in a better place than this person is, honestly. You have Temperance here. They have the Three of Swords. I think they fucked up and they know it. I think you blew it, babe, is what I just like, they blew it. They blew it. They just blew it. And I think you're doing fine with Temperance. Your energy, you're getting over this. You're moving through this energy very quickly. You're like, I'll be all right. That's your attitude. You're like, there'll be something else for me. Like, it's okay. Whatever. It was fun while it lasted. That's what I feel like your energy is like. What's your energy like? Yeah, you're like, I'm moving on. Bye. You know, this person is very stagnant in these feelings of being triggered or just feeling like, I think they are the ones that are actually suffering as a result of this more than you. I mean, I feel like you too with the Eight of Cups, like, you know, maybe you shed a tear or two. You're like, damn, I thought this could be a good thing, you know? But I just see you being like, okay, and kind of walking away from it. Hell, maybe you called somebody up, the devil, after this date and said, hey, you want to come over? Like maybe you had other options. And yeah, two of wands, like maybe you had two options on your plate. And if it didn't go well with this date, you just call up the second one, pile number one. Look at you, you bunch of players. You're too smart for that, right? You're too smart for that. You're not going to get fucked over by this crocodile and their crocodile tears, right? Like you're like, I'm the crow, bitch. I'm not going to get fucked over here. So yeah, maybe you called somebody else up. You called up your Tuesday night booty call and you're like, hey, you want to come over? So I feel like for you, you're like, yeah, no, you know, nothing's lost, nothing gained. All right, whatever, you know? And then the Two of Wands here, yeah, I'm like, you're just like, hey, I've got options. I'll go look at, you know, the back pages of the classifieds and find my next person in 2 seconds, right? And then we have the Three of Cups. Yeah, I don't see you really being that worried about this, pile number one, which is great. Like, I think that, you know, maybe that the fact that, you know, I think you went into this connection with good intentions with Temperance. And there was a little bit of sadness from you and it didn't work out. And it could have sent you down a little bender of your own, like a little destructive bender when like it didn't really go the way you wanted it to. But I think you quickly bounced back from that and you probably just called up your girlfriends or guy friends and were like, listen to this fucking whack ass story, you know? So I think, you know, I think basically like, you know, like you just were like, I'm gonna shake it off. Taylor Swift, shake it off, baby. I think that's how you were feeling, right? And so let's go in next and look at why didn't it work out? So why didn't it work out here for pile number one in their person? Why did this first date not work out? Page of Swords. Okay, so there could have been, the conversation I feel like was rough. Like, you know, it was just like, he would say one thing or she would say one thing or he or she or whoever the genders were on the date, but the person would just say one thing, you'd say another thing. It just was like you were speaking at each other rather than to each other. And we've all had those conversations before and you're like, who, me? I would never do that, Natalie, right? But I'm here to say like, yeah, you guys were kind of doing that. You kind of weren't having like equal give and take in conversations. I feel like both of you, like, I don't feel like this person could really hold your attention with the Three of Wands. Like, you could have been looking and staring off in the distance. You know when you go out on a date with someone and you're like trying to connect with them with eye contact and they are looking at other things or looking around at other people? That could have also been going on too. And it's like, you know, that could have been really annoying if someone was doing that. You're like, why are you looking at all these people? Like, you're sitting here with me. What the hell's your problem, right? So I definitely feel like the conversation wasn't flowing. I feel like you both could have been eyeing other people on this date. Yeah, and I feel like you guys both couldn't get the hell out of there quick enough with the Chariot. Like, you both were like, cut and run, you know? Like, you couldn't get out of there soon enough. You know, I see Cancer energy here too. I see air sign energy here. All right. So I feel like you guys couldn't just have gotten out of there sooner. Like, and I feel like both of you felt that way. Like you both were like, fuck this, you know? Like for some reason, it wasn't relaxing. I don't think there was anything about the date that was relaxing either. It didn't feel kind. It didn't feel relaxing. It just was like, let's get the hell out of here. Yeah. Like it could have involved a Libra too here with Justice, but I just feel like someone wasn't like you both were not even You guys were very much in your heads about this connection. Like you weren't, neither one of you, I feel like we're in the mood for this connection is what I'm feeling, pile number one. I just feel like you weren't in the mood for one another. This could have been a Libra Cancer connection, but you just weren't feeling the energy with one another, and you guys could have been thinking about other people or focused on other people. You each too could have had another person that you would have rather been sitting there with, is another energy that I'm picking up here, okay? So that's what I'm seeing as to why this date didn't work out for you, pile number one, okay? But on the extended reading, we'll go into, will you ever hear from this person again? And then we'll go into what's next for you in love, okay? So thank you so much, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed your reading. And let's go ahead and move on to pile number two. Okay, that was pile number one with the green tea light. Okay, and let's go into pile number two. So pile number two, you picked the yellow tea light. And in this reading, we're talking about first date blues. What happened? Like you guys went out a couple times or one time and it just didn't work out. So what the hell happened here? We're going to go into their energy, your energy, and why it didn't work out. In the extended reading, if you want to click the link below, we'll talk about what is next for you in love and will you ever hear from this person again, okay? So we've got the yellow tea light, which is all about the solar plexus chakra, the I am, the will, the masculine principle, Mars energy, okay? So let's take a look. Why did this first date not work out, okay? All right, so we have a song called Ancient Names by Lord Huron. I'll read that in a second. You speak to me through music. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I am becoming a better person. Messages, okay, you speak to me through music, messages. We have thinking of you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. And forgiven, I am becoming a better person, all right? And then we have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and unsure of the future. So we have two thinking about yous here. And then we have a girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enabled, or boundaries, okay? So there could have been, this person could have been really charming you. I think some of them were charming you through music or through a sad sob story that they had about an ex or things that had happened to them. We have starfish and we have the moth, okay? So that's interesting energy. We have help people, give back, do good shit for humanity, get over yourself, pull your shit together. Okay, so, maybe there was an element of like feeling sorry for oneself almost in this connection. You need a big fucking hug, squeeze, okay? So somebody could have been a hugger in this connection or talked about how much they love physical touch and hugging. We have the void of course moon. Nothing will come of this situation. No shit, right? That's why we're all here on this reading. And then we have a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Okay, so, and your song, for your song here, you have Ancient Names by Lord Huron. It says, far out past the astral plane, I cast you back from where you came, cosmic ache in a blackened brain, call you by your ancient names. I gotta get away from here. Okay, so I do think that this connection could have been kind of triggering for both of you. I think the person that you went out with was still kind of hung up on a past, with a past person, okay? And both of you could have been still hung up on a past person. With the starfish here, one of you could have been healing from a prior separation that you recently had. And then the other one here could be attracted to, with the moth energy, could be attracted to situations where they're not gonna get their needs met and the other person is just either unavailable, still caught up in an old relationship. This person might have told you on their date about their separation and about what happened either in their divorce or their breakup. They could have told you that. They could have told you that they had an ex that was really horrible to them here with girl with the snake, the empath narcissist paradigm. So yeah, I feel like with this, I feel like this person has some personal issues from the past with the full moon in Cancer here, and then nothing will come of this situation. They're not ready yet, is what I feel. They are not ready to, you know, reach out and be with someone else. I think they're still like harboring intense feelings for other things that happened in their life here. I think they do need a big hug, and I do think that they need some help. All right. And you speak to me through music. Maybe you guys were bonding over music, or you talked about music through messages with one another. I do feel like this person always has a hard time letting go, even if they only know someone briefly for like a few weeks. I feel like they are people that get attached easily, so separation feels like hell to them, or you know, letting something go, especially with the Cancer energy here. Okay, I feel like letting go for them can be very, very challenging, and this could be Sun, Moon, or Rising in Cancer. I'm also getting Capricorn energy here too, which is opposite energy to Cancer. Okay, let's see what else. I'm getting Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, okay, Libra. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. And it says here, I'm becoming a better person, forgiven. So this person realized that they fucked up with you. Like, I get this sense with this person that had they not been going through this prior situation with this, trying to get over this prior situation, that they would have been like really, you know, really interested in this situation. But I feel like all of their emotional energy is being, you know, siphoned into this older situation that they have. And I feel like your role in this is you were, you could have been charmed by this person too, and they could have made a mistake here with you, making you think that they could be more involved than they really could be, when they still have this prior situation that they're trying to heal from with the starfish energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at their energy towards this situation. So what is pile number two's person's energy? 5 of Swords. They're like, I fucked up, man. I fucked up bad. I was an asshole. I fucked up. Forgiven. I'm becoming a better person. 5 of Swords. They're like, my behavior sucked and I fucked up, right? I think they might, I'm swearing a lot in your guys' pile, so they could really be people that use the word fuck up sometimes, but I feel like they're like, shit, I fucked up. This is also Aquarian energy for me too. So they're like, oh boy, I really shit the bed on this one, pile number 2. They have the Fool too as well. So I feel like some of them are like, you know, I was stupid, I was foolish, I was in over my head, I acted like an asshole. I feel like some of them didn't realize what they were getting into. They were ill prepared for the journey with you. And they're just like, you know, I'm a baby, I'm just starting out. Like, you know, I have issues. Like, they're kind of like, I'm just at the beginning of my new journey here, you know, like, take pity on me is kind of what I feel like they're saying. Their energy, 2 of Wands. Yeah, I'm just trying to explore and see what the world has in store for me. And I'm just trying to keep my head up and hold my head up high, even though all these things have happened to me, right? They can be kind of martyry that way, or making excuses in that way for themselves and their behavior is what I see. Like, they could be kind of making those excuses. 3 of Pentacles. I don't know what I'm doing yet. All I know is that, you know, I want to have options, and I don't want to be alone. I don't like being alone. You know, I want to have options and go on many dates with people and try out many situations. And, you know, I don't care how ridiculous I am. I still want to do it, is what I feel like they're saying. Yeah, the High Priestess. You don't know the whole truth. I know the whole truth. I swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God, right? But not really. I feel like there are things that you don't know about this person and what they feel. I think they put out the vibe that they're looking for love and that they're willing to collaborate and work in situations, but they're really naive about what they're doing. I feel like some of them could have been in a long-term relationship, and so they're new to the dating scene, and so they don't really know what the fuck they're doing, is what I feel like. And some of them also have been like, you know, have also been deceptive, and some of them you might have found out a secret that, you know, they actually technically weren't divorced yet, or technically weren't separated yet, okay? Like you said, oh, okay, technically you're not, right? So you could have found out some secret about what was going on with this person, and they're a little naive is what I'm feeling like. What about your energy for pile number 2? What's your energy? Yeah, you're like you're like, I feel tired and worn and I can't deal with this shit anymore. And you made me cry. You made me sad. You made me feel like shit. You made me feel like, you know, what I was offering you was worthless. You know, and I think you kind of like with the 5 of Pentacles, I think you kind of made it about your self-esteem a little bit here. I almost just said Taurus, so some of you here could be Tauruses, but I definitely feel like you kind of made it about your self-esteem, and you really felt like crap about this situation is what I see. You've been trying to throw yourself back into your work and really focus on the things that matter and be mature about this situation, even though this person is not mature at all. You've been really trying to be mature. King of Pentacles, you have a lot of money mojo. You are, you know, the thing that drags you down, pile number 2, sometimes is your love life and the people that you go out with. Like they're just shit shows, you know, they suck, point blank, right? But like, you know, and a lot of them don't have a pot to piss in, you know, and I see you over here, 8 of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. I see you over here rocking the dance floor with your wicked ass dance moves and really making shit happen, pile number 2. So I feel like you guys are very diligent, you're very hardworking, you're very dependable, you're very practical. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth signs here. I feel like you guys are, you know, you're in it to win it, and you focus. You know how to focus and remain disciplined, okay? There's a maturity in that. 4 of Pentacles. Sometimes you get too stubborn. Even if you have 1 or 2 dates with someone, you're like, it could still work out. I'm just gonna hang on to this for a few more months and see what happens and watch a gazillion tarot readings and try to have a gazillion interpretations from A to Z of what happened in this connection, right? And you know, the point of the matter is the person you were with they probably were just too simplistic, honestly, and they didn't realize what they were getting into with you. And it can be that simple, okay? Yeah, and I feel like you're just like, fuck it, I'm done. Like you're like, fuck it, I'm done. The irony is there could be a really sexy Leo coming in for you guys with the sun on the bottom of the deck here. And there's a brand new day around the way, right? You go to sleep so you can wake up and feel refreshed. And I do think you guys are going to feel refreshed here with my yellow tea light people. And I feel like you've just needed a break. You've needed some nurturance. You've needed some self-nurturance, and you've needed a break from this situation. And you don't want to hear this person's, like, you're not in for hearing this person's lies or their half-truths, or like you need a break from their non-communication is what I'm seeing. You need a break from their silence. You're like, which is crazy because they're already giving you silence. But I just feel like, you know, with 2 4s here and the King of Pentacles, you're a very stable person. And I think this connection made you feel like crap for a little bit, you know, for at least 5 seconds here with the 5 of Pentacles. Like it kind of made you feel like shit. And you probably felt like you needed to take a nice long nap, and that you were really sluggish and tired after dealing with this person. And if that's true for you, pile number 2, then, you know, obviously the energy that you're dealing with is largely unconscious, and they thought they presented like they could work in the situation and take it on, but they really had no clue what they were doing, and they messed things up pretty badly with the 5 of Swords. They said shit, they did things that you know, reflected how like they're a child almost, you know, is what I'm seeing here, pile number 2. Okay, so thank you so much for coming to your reading today. On the extended reading, we're going to go into, will you hear from this person again, and what is next for you in love? Okay, pile number 2. So join me on the extended reading and click the link in the description box below. Thank you so much, pile number 2. Okay, my beautiful pile number 3s. Pile number 3s, welcome to your reading. You guys have the orange tea light right here. The orange is the sacral chakra, so it's the reproductive organs, the sexuality, sharing, intimacy, caring, creativity, right? So you guys have this sacral chakra, and you also have an orange card here too. So we're gonna ask the first date blues. What the heck happened? What happened in this connection? Why did it not go well? We're gonna tap into their energy, your energy, and why it didn't work. And in the extended reading, we're gonna talk about A, will you ever hear from this person again? And B, what is next for you in love? Pile number 3, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm feeling a lot of nervous energy in your guys' pile. It's pretty crazy, okay? Spirit, angels, and guides, please help me channel for pile number 3 this important message for them. Why did this first date not work out for them? First, second, or third? We have here the police. Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you every single day, every word you say. That's every breath you take by the police. Ooh, stalker vibes. Pile number 1, or pile number 3, maybe that's why you're nervous, okay? You and I were too young. Okay, that's the first message. I hid who I really am from you. Well, that's, young people that are young and dumb do that, don't they? I wonder if you are happy without me. Probably, if they acted that way. Smug little bastards, right? Pile number 3. Let's see here. Let's get some other cards. No, you and I were too young. This is my card of the angels and guides saying no. So I feel like this person was taken off of your path for a reason. You might still be stalking this person online on social media, trying to find out what's going on with them. But your guides are like, no, they're like, not today. This person, I hid who I really am from you, and I'm sorry for doing that. It's a little too late, right? Pile number 3, you're like, excuse me. And true love, I wonder if you are happy without me. So this person, just got the message, you don't know what you've got until it's gone. Like they might have treated this connection kind of casually and been like, no, and hid who they really are. But like as soon as you kind of your energy fled the scene, they were like, oh, wait, never mind, you could be my true love. Yeah, you could be my soulmate, right? Every breath you take, maybe they're the ones watching you, Not enough, frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, and jealousy. Okay, so this person really could have been in their ego. We have transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. So I do feel like this person has problems with self-sabotage, with not feeling good enough for connections, even though they act like they are. They know that they're not, and they're trying to ascend to a higher level, but they're still quite young in soul is what I feel. We have the unicorn energy here, and we have the golden egg. All right, so this person has a childlike spirit about them. They could have been looking at you as, you having the golden ticket, as you being, wiser and stronger than them, as you having more of your shit together, and they were kind of childlike. That says, fuck, shit is about to get real. Fuck, you need your people around you, okay? So this situation could have really made you feel like you weren't good enough, or that, this was about you, even though you're the golden egg and you've got the golden ticket here. It says you're the shit, right? Don't forget it, okay? You're the shit. Don't forget it. That's your message, right? Like, it could have made you feel like you weren't good enough, but actually, Spirit was probably just blocking this connection from you with this no here because you're trying to ascend, okay? It's time to release all negativity, full moon and Scorpio. So we could have some Scorpios here, but I feel like, the stalker vibe, every breath you take, every move you make, if some of you are out there acting like you're part of unsolved mysteries, elite unsolved mysteries, head of the task force of the police department spying on this person and watching them, some of you need to back that off and knock it off, because it's stopping you from coming out of this connection. So it's time to release any negativity that you're not good enough, or that this was in any way about you. We have new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change, pile number 3. So better things are coming your way after you release the negativity of this situation. All right. And your guides are like, no. And I do see that this person, they probably were really creative and fun and interesting, but they're way too young for you, okay? And you are miles ahead of them in a lot of ways. And so they're kind of naive and too young is what I'm seeing here. And you know, you really need your people around you right now, the people that really support you and care for you as you're going through this ascension experience that you're having right now. Like your life is ascending. And I do think that you are up leveling, golden egg, you are up leveling. This person could be watching you on social media, seeing you having fun, laughing, enjoying yourself. And they're like, I wonder if you're happy without me. And you're like, no shit, bitch, I am, right? So let's see here. What is their energy? What is pile number 3's person's energy here? What is their energy? 6 of Cups. They're feeling very nostalgic about your guys' connection. This could have happened over the summertime or recently, like this summer or last summer is what I'm getting. And they're feeling very nostalgic. Like they're thinking about you. They're retracing what you guys did and how everything went down. They're having a lot of memories about this experience with you. They're very much in their heads with the 9 of Swords. They are worried about what your opinion is of them and how they acted and the way that they acted. They're very like in their head about this situation. They do feel sorry. I think we had the I'm sorry card. Yeah, they do feel sorry for how they acted, that they hid them, who they really are. Some of them could have some mental issues as well here too with the 9 of Swords, like worrying about things or anxiety. And they hid who they were with you. And they didn't really let you see like the vulnerable side of themselves. Some of them could be in therapy and they maybe hid that from you too. Okay, but why? So what is their energy, Spirit? Yeah, I'm feeling their nervous energy for sure. They're very, very nervous. Some of them get stomach aches a lot too. Justice, this wanted to come out, so there could be Libra energy in this reading. But I feel like they feel sorry because they were way in their heads and they had a lot of fear going on with this connection. And I think they made you think that it was you that did something here. And karma is slapping them on their asses and saying, that isn't how it is. You're not going to treat pile number 3 like that because that's not what they deserve. And I feel like they're getting their comeuppance right now and they're having to deal. I'm seeing the letter N here too for those of you that, and V. N and V. So for those of you that have that as your first or last name, take this times 10 for you because I see that here. But I feel like, and for those of you that have black nail polish on right now too, take this message times 10 for yourself. If you have black nail polish or recently had black nail polish on. All right, but this person is trying to right their wrongs with you and is trying to get the universe to judge them in a less harsh way so that they can balance out the scales here with you. But they are still very afraid of making a move on this situation. And I feel like right now they're silent watchers. They're silent watchers on your energy. This could be Scorpio, Pisces energy is what I'm also feeling here too. They're silently watching this situation, and I feel like they fade in and out. I feel like some of them like smoke weed or drink and they kind of fade in and out, like thinking about you. It's like they kind of like pass out and they kind of fade in and out thinking of you is what I get. But even in their waking life, when they're like perfectly alert and awake, they still have a lot of nervous feelings and nostalgia about this connection. So, I'm getting here that their mental health is maybe a little bit on shaky ground. They're trying to do the right thing with justice, but what is their energy here? The Devil. They're trying to do the right thing, but they keep on running. They keep on running down the highway. They keep on running from their problems. They don't like being uncomfortable. They don't like having to face their demons. They'd rather just, abandon ship and just go off and run off into the sunset. And, when I say abandon ship, like, I mean, they'd rather just not deal with the feelings behind all of this. And I think they would rather just, fucking forget or something. That's just what I got. I got the message, fucking forget. They'd rather do that. Okay. And so they're not in the best headspace, and they're not really engaging in healthy behaviors right now with the Hangman and the Devil. They're doing a lot of avoidance and escapism, and they're not facing. Five of Wands are not facing the conflict in their soul right now. Okay. So they got some messy shit going on. Pile number 3. They got messiness. And let's see, what is your energy? What is pile number 3's? How is pile number 3 responding? How is your energy in this situation? How is your energy? Princess of Wands reversed. I think you're like, at first you're like, hell yeah, pour it on me. Let's do it. Hot wax and spankings and whatever, you know? And I feel like now you're like, I'm not open, you know, my legs aren't open, my mouth isn't opened, I don't feel a spark, I'm not feeling your energy, I am backing it on up away from you, okay? So I feel like you're giving up on the connection. You're like, I don't think so. This isn't exciting to me anymore. It's not fun. You could be looking for someone more mature than them, somebody who's older, somebody who's 5 to 10 years older than you. You could be looking for somebody who's a businessman or woman, somebody that has some gray in their hair, somebody that dresses better than this person or smells better than this person is what I'm getting for some of you. Some of you are realizing you could do a hell of a lot better than this person, and you're not going to waste your youth on this crappy shit, you know? So whatever vestiges of youth we all have left. And so we have 8 of Pentacles here. Some of you are very focused on your job, your money, getting your coin, getting your shit together. You don't even want to deal with little ass connections anymore. You're like, get out of here, you know? Like, you're not even worth my time. I'm focused, I'm doing my own thing, and I don't really care. That's what I'm getting your energy, pile number 3. Princess of Swords. Although I do think you might be open to a small, you know, like if this person reached out, I think you could be open to whatever they would have to say. But mostly you're focused on, I'm getting you're very focused on your friendships and your work is what I'm really getting here. But I do think you might have a little crack in the door open for this person to come and say something to you. Okay, just slight crack in the door. Okay, so what is your energy? What is pile number 3's energy? 9 of Cups. I feel like you're just like, you know what? If you want to go on a bender and do whatever the hell you want to do and go crazy and escape, that's fine. Like, I don't need a bunch of fucking crazy shit to have fun. Like, I can have fun with my friends. I can have fun with my friends, my family, the people, like my work. I can have fun in many ways, and I feel like your fun is more innocent than their fun in a way, pile number 3. You could be like, I'm not that innocent, Natalie, though, right? And I see you being open to love still. I don't think this person has, you know, killed your faith in love at all. I think you are expecting powerful changes. You're releasing negativity so that you can find a better option. Some of you may be looking for an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Definitely feeling the Virgo energy and the air energy here for you guys, okay? So feeling that. Let's see. You guys are like, I'm spinning the wheel. I'm on the wheel of fortune, and Pat Sajak told me to spin for 500 or whatever the hell he does. And so you're like, I'm taking my chances in love. I'm taking my chances. I'm going to get my ass back out there and communicate with new people. I'm going to stay focused on my work. I'm looking for something more mature, and I'm not feeling the spark in this connection anymore. So I think you guys are doing really well. Actually, I think you guys are doing really good. Okay, so let's go into why didn't it work out? So why didn't this work out for my pile number 3's? Why did this situation not work out for them? 2 of Pentacles. Well, I think that you were trying to balance out various areas of your life. And I think that this person's just a little too much, and you guys aren't in the same spots in life. You're not in the same spots, and I don't feel like you have the same values. So you can't really, it's not really an equal, you know, balancing kind of a, you know, flow. I feel like it's not, right? And that's why it just didn't work out. Yeah, 6 of Wands, you want to have fun, but not to the extent, I feel like this person, other person really likes to party sometimes, but you want to, you know, you have other goals in your life. And I do feel like, you know, this is also my card of having intense orgasms too. So this person could have been somewhat disappointing sexually. Like you were thinking this was going to be like a real sexy, fun kind of a thing, but it was kind of like droll here with the Two of Pentacles. It wasn't like lighting your underpants on fire. So now you're like, wee, I want to go on a roller coaster and have fun, you know? I don't want to be bored. I don't want to be bored in this energy. So I see you like wanting more sexually as well here too from this connection. The world upside down, yeah, the lack of maturity that I was seeing with this connection. And I just feel like this person didn't really fit in your world. Like if you took them around your friends or you had them around and they didn't really like fit in. Like maybe you guys dressed way differently or had different styles. I just get the sense that they didn't really fit into your world, okay? Like they just really didn't fit in, and it wasn't a completion for you. The energy didn't feel complete. Maybe you guys didn't get off, you know? The world reversed is also like not coming as well, pile number 3. So maybe that happened as well. Yeah, Princess of Pentacles, you're looking for something that's more of a sure thing, something you can really count on, energy that is like when someone says, I'm going to show up, or someone that communicates more, somebody that's more physical with you, more physically pleasing with you, someone that can find the G-spot, at least pile number 3 is maybe what you're looking for here. But I feel like you're just looking for upgraded energy, happier energy, lighthearted energy. This person has a lot of worry, and a lot of escapism. And I feel like you're just not into that. You're more straightforward than that. Okay, pile number 3. So that's why it didn't work out. In the extended reading, we're going to go into, will you ever hear from this person again? And what is next for you in love? Okay, pile number 3. So thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed your reading, and do take care.